I can't find my. Oh, we're drinking Gucci. Let's stop for a moment. Pay homage to the expensive stuff. It's like almost $11 for six of these bitches. God damn. Here's to the good life. Du hast, du hast nicht. It tastes like trash. It doesn't have to taste like a bitch. Hell no. I'm getting the Bud Light. Excuse me. Whew. Man, that's weird. That does not taste good to me. I'm spoiled by the delicious nectar of the gods with the golden caramel color, the effervescence that makes your lips pucker with excitement at every sip. Bud Light. I mean, I ain't gonna waste it. Hold up. Ah. I mean, Heineken, that's good, but that's a weird aftertaste. I don't know, maybe it's me, I don't know. Ugh. I remember it being better. And Germans trying to kill us again, man. There we go. I'm glad that's over. Shit. Let me wash that taste out of my mouth. Mmm. Bud Light. Till I die, man. Till I die. Bud Light. Don't give a fuck. You can keep your honey wheat IPAs and your, you know, I don't want honey wheat, strawberry, cranberries, and raisins in my beer. Good old fashioned Budweiser, King of Beers. Now, I will say this. Having been to Toronto numerous times in my late teens, early 20s to visit my cousin Jason and family, Canada has amazing beer. Even their Budweiser products, they're totally different. They taste totally different. They're much more crisp. The flavor is much more, there's a lot more alcohol in them, like double or more, 2.5 times. And they have their, what was the beer I drank that fucked me up? I mean, I was like 18, 19, so I didn't have much of a tolerance. But even at that age, I was putting down a good 12 pack to the head without getting loopy. I was up in Toronto. My cousin and I went out, and they sold a beer called Molson Triple X. It was a black bottle with 3 red satanic looking X's on it. But it's beer. How strong could it be, right? Holy fuck. I bought a 6 pack of those. Me and my cousin went to like a park and we were just chilling. He was driving, so he wasn't really drinking much. And I drank about 3 or 4 of those, their bottles. Molson Triple X in the black satanic Triple X bottle. He drank, I think, 2. I drank the other 4. 4 beers. and then we went to a bar. As I'm walking into the bar, you feel like you just did like 5 shots of tequila. I'm like, whoosh, like holy shit, I'm kind of fucked up. And then what do? I ordered a few more Molson Triple X's because I'm in Canada. I can hang. Shit, no, Jake could not hang. I can't remember if that was the night that I erupted and puked on his entire basement, couch, floor, everywhere, or if that was the other night, because I remember Crown Royal being involved in that incident. That was the same trip that I tried acid for the first time at a high school football party. He came up to me and said, I got this brown blotter. Little piece of paper. Tiny as fuck. He goes, we're going to split it. I was like, I don't know shit about fuck about that. Whatever. It's a little piece of paper. Looks like you tore off a little piece of toilet tissue. How bad could that be? You know, it's not going to fuck me up. Holy shit. Times 100. So I take this little half a piece of brown blotter, and we're at this house. And I think my cousin had fucked the captain of the football team's girlfriend or something. I don't know him. And I'm drinking my Canadian beer. I'm at this party. I'm 18 years old. I was driving my red Honda Civic back then, my first car. Well, first car was my mom's 86 Dodge Omni. Powder blue. I was not cool in high school, let me tell you. I got fucked with at every turn. Powder blue, 86. I forget what engine was in it. I mean, it didn't. Trying to get up a 95 on ramp was a struggle for that. I mean, you're hitting the pedal like R. Kelly's pissing on a bitch. You know, you're just putting all your might into that shit, and nope. You finally get over the hump. God, I hated that fucking car. All the cool dudes in my high school were driving Mustangs and Regals and Grand Nationals and shit. Don't forget, I was in Miami, so a lot of drug dealer kids, their parents were drug dealers, and a lot of money. Not me. Dudes will fuck with my car and pour sugar in the gas tank, and just, I don't know. Like I said, Jake America's had enemies from day one. I don't know what it is about me. People won't fuck with you, you know. I don't know. Well, I was just happy-go-lucky dude, just doing my thing. You know, haters everywhere, bro. Haters everywhere. That's why I said keep your head on a swivel. Trust no one, because everyone's out to get you. Not in a paranoid schizo way, but, you know, just be careful who you trust. So we're back in Toronto, and I took my first half piece of brown blotter acid, the size of a corner of a piece of toilet paper. I was like, this can't be shit. What the fuck? Boy, was I wrong. Okay, so the shit starts kicking in, and you just feel like, you feel good. And, like, you know, sounds are more vibrant, and colors are more vibrant, and, you know, you get that oomph, oomph, oomph. You're like, you know, you get a lot of adrenaline kind of kicking in, and you don't give a fuck. And I remember I'm sitting outside on the patio in Toronto at this chick's house. My cousin brought me to the party. My cousin had a lot of enemies at the party because he used to fuck everybody's girlfriends or some shit. And he had, you know, he was like, fuck it, let's go. My cousin didn't give a fuck. Him and his friends, Lewis and Seb and Rob Jemin, you know, they were like a hit squad, man. The dudes could ball. When shit erupted, you know, fists were flying. Everybody went fucking full on battle mode, Viking style and shit. It's just how it is, how it was back then. Nobody pulled a gun or a knife. Everybody just fought, and everybody beat the piss out of each other. And when it was over, you know, the winners and losers, whatever, you walked away. You lived to fight another day. These days, kids fucking pull a gun for fucking stepping on their sneaker or looking at them wrong or whatever. So I'm sitting there, and I forget what I was saying, but I was getting real fucked up. The acid's kicking in. I'm drinking Canadian Triple X beer, so I'm all kinds of loopy, but having a good time, cognizant, everything's clear. I remember the chicks whose house it was started talking to me nasty or whatever. It was a big chunky bitch, It wasn't like fat, but, bitch, she could have turned down a sandwich or two, A little chunky, little muffin top going on. Back then, I was in pretty thin, for shape. It didn't matter. I don't judge people by how they look. But she was fucking with me. And talking shit. Because I was starting to get a little ornery, I get a little animated like Jake America does, I remember she said, "You sit down." Like she's barking order at me, right? And I'm like, "Oh, hell no." So I stood up in her face. I was like, "You fucking stupid fat bitch. What, am I a dog? You telling me to sit? Am I a dog? Am I your pet?" And then it kind of went downhill from there. Somebody got slapped. A punch got thrown. And the next thing my brain remembers is my cousin grabbing me and goes, "We gotta fucking go." Because the whole fucking football team is chasing us to beat the piss out of us. We run to my fucking Honda Civic. I jump through the window, I think, or open the, I don't know. My cousin jumps in the driver's seat. We're peeling out. It's a Honda Civic. It wasn't an SI or even a DX. It was the base model, roll-up windows, no AC. That's how I rolled. I was poor. Dudes are chasing us down the street, throwing bottles at the car. That was my first night in Toronto visiting my cousin. And from there, I think that's when we went to the park, and I drank more Triple X. And we went to the bar, and then I drank some more of that. And then I think we went back, and I had some Crown Royal, and then I threw up everywhere. And my grandmother and Nana came down and started beating Jason with a fucking broom, saying, "Look what you did to my poor Jakey. Jakey, look what..." Blah, blah, blah. And it's not his fault. He didn't do fucking anything wrong. He's trying to show his cousin a good time. But my grandmother always fucking, "Poor Jakey." She says he's beating my cousin with a fucking broom at like 2:30 in the morning. I'm throwing up in the sink. I'm throwing up on the couch. I'm throwing up on the floor. But blah. I woke up. There was puke everywhere. How my cousin didn't stone fuck me to death in my sleep for doing that, I have no idea. I love you, Jay. You're my boy. I'm always here for you. That's the Toronto story. Lots of other shit went down too. I tell you, I've had a lot of, looking back, I've had some really weird fucking adventures, man. I've lived more of a life than I thought I had. Because I've been everywhere. I've been to Europe. I've had lots of crazy adventures. I've had my life threatened multiple times. I've had guns pointed right at my skull in Miami. At the time, you just didn't think anything of it. You did what you had to do to get away from those situations, and it was just like commonplace back then. But now I look back and I'm like, fuck me. I should write a book or a screenplay or something. So yeah. Fuck that Heineken. I'm gonna stick with Bud Light. And don't ever tell me to sit down. Fuck you. You fat, muffin top, hairy bitch. This went all kinds of fucking tangents, but whatever. It's just me doing my thing. Being painfully truthful and transparent, as always. The ones who get it, cool. The ones who don't, fuck you. Wear gun, post it up. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Because I'm just Jake America. Finding my way to create a better day. Alright. This will be my last video because there's a few more beers. I don't know what stories I'm going to start pulling out of my ass. There's some that really shouldn't be advertised. Nothing really bad ever happened, but there's some stuff I just shouldn't be repeating without an attorney present. Alright? Love ya.